What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night, and that means one thing only. That's right, Spotlight 39 Live. High school football film reviews, where we're the only platform out there that's putting our money where our mouth is and doing everything possible to help you, the student athlete, live out your dreams, man. So let's get a couple of things out of the way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, support the brand that supports you. Check out the website, spotlight39.com. And more importantly, check out the foundation at 39 Hearts Foundation. Every strong athlete needs a strong heart. It is the reason why Spotlight 39 exists. It's why we do these shows. So, all that stuff out the way, man. We got to get this thing going, man. Fellas, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Got
man.
you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, we got Coach E. He's no stranger to the Tuesday night live film reviews, but we got a new face, man. We got Coach Toby Lux. That's my guy. You see him down there, always on the iPad. He's out there. Man, I don't even know if this dude sleeps. I'm pretty sure he's just sleeping with the iPad with the family because he's always putting out new kids, trying to help you guys, put you in the spotlight to be better at successful and all that fun stuff. So, Toby, man, just 2 seconds. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? And then let's get this thing rolling, man.
Yeah. So real quick, Toby Lux. I just try to help as many kids as I can with just exposure. Try to share what I can, give feedback where I can, get out there. Get some pictures, videos, help as many people as I can for free. And I rely on guys like you to really help me with that because you're the expert. So, thank you.
Look, man, by no means am I an expert. I fumble the bag most every week, but it's all good. I got my guy, Coach E, to pick me up. He typically fills in the gaps when I stumble. So, E, man, welcome back. Officially week 2 of the new season, year 4. Is that right? Is this year 4, season 4?
For me, this will be season three, I believe.
All right,
Season,
season
yeah,
3.
I think season three. I
Either
think.
or, man. You done grown, you done graduated from tech. We doing real big things out in the streets, man. So let's get this Tuesday thing, started. Let's start off with Ethan Ferris. Ethan Ferris, he's a class of 26. He's got that 4.4 Princeton GPA from Blacksburg High School. Interior linebacker, outside linebacker. He's 5'10", 160 out of Blacksburg, South Carolina. So let's check out the film for Mr. Ethan Ferris. And then by all means, just chime in as you see it. Meanwhile, let's see who's in the chat, who's tapped in with us right now. We got Ethan tapped in. We got Jonathan Mason. He said, "Let's go, Frank." Was that North Carolina? Let's see. We got Kentucky in the building. We got South Carolina. We got states all over the place. Javante Williams with the fire emojis. What's going on, my man? Make sure you DM your film on Twitter so it's at the top of the DMs, and we're gonna get to as many as we can within the next hour. So, fellas, we done watched what, probably 4 or 5 plays already. Anything standing out, good, bad, or indifferent?
So I've got the wide angle, like the far away angle. It's kind of hard for me to see a whole lot. But what I will start out with is 5'10", 160. The big thing is going to be, can you cover, and can you potentially switch over to safety at the next level, because at 5'10", 160, there's not a lot of coaches that are going to be looking for a linebacker at that size. Now, if he were to put on some weight, he might be able to move into like a star position, a guy that can cover the slot, cover the flats, maybe play some safety, some deep half safety. But as of right now, I think 5'10", 160, he's pretty decently undersized. So really working his cover skills is going to be something that I'll be looking for a kid that size, and football IQ, being able to read plays and dissect different looks. But he looks like he tackles pretty well. I think from what I've seen from the far angle, he has decent zone coverage ability. But just continue building, put on a little bit of weight, and continuing to get better.
Yeah, man. And tell the school to zoom in just a little bit, man. Like, I feel like they got the drone blimp view from far away, man. That's not even like the huddle cam. That's the press box on top of a tripod stuck up in electric sockets, man. But Toby, what you got, man? What you got for him while we close this out? This is Ethan Ferris, Blacksburg, South Carolina.
Yeah, I think that last clip was probably the best view that I saw. I Same thing here with the size. Probably like to see what he could do as safety. I see he likes to come downhill because at the outside he is able to come around that edge. So I think he likes to hit, likes to tackle, which is probably a good fit for him at safety at that size. I didn't see anything as far as being able to shed a block and get off a block. So if he has, especially at the outside linebacker, so if he has any film that can kind of show, being able to, get through that block, that'd be helpful. He has good indicators, so I could see where he is. But like you said, the film's a little far away. I think he's got like 290 followers. I'd start building that up a little bit more, and so he can start getting some more attention.
I love it, man. Look, y'all fellas went in on the first one. I like it. Well, let's get to the next one, man. Let's get to Corbin Phillips. I know he's in the chat. D-line 2026 out of Katy, Texas. 6'1", 250. Again, D lineman out of Katy, Texas, 2026. Oh, wrong clip. Let's pull this one up right here. Oh, man, this is like the TV screen record. We'll work with what we got, though. Corbin Phillips, 26, Katy, Texas.
This one's really blurry on my end.
Yeah, I was going to say that initial play was definitely pretty blurry on my end as well. Let me see. Let me know in the chat. Is it lagging any on your end? Because it looks like it's lagging a little bit on mine. Is it lagging on yours?
Yeah.
It's lagging. I'm able to see it a little bit.
That plays a lot better, though.
All right, there we go. So I just refreshed it, so we should be solid now, hopefully. DJ Struther told
So I want to
Union. Okay.
I want to say first and foremost, like I love the way his social media was set up. Everything was really clear. He had everything he needed to in the bio.
Yep.
So he's controlling the controllables. As far as the film, he's doing a good job of using his leverage. So he is 6'1", so he's a little bit shorter for a D lineman. He's able to get up underneath and play his run fits. I want to see a little bit of pass rushing, a little bit more pass rush, tools and stuff as we get further down the film. But those are the first takeaways I've got.
Good deal. What you seeing, Toby?
Yeah, I like his leverage, and I think that very first or second clip he got off the ball pretty fast. I've known this kid for a little bit. I've been tracking him. He works hard. He camps with a purpose. So I do like what he's doing inside. That clip was probably one of the clearest ones for me. But I think he's got a good GPA too, right? 3.7 or so GPA. So his profile is looking
a higher
good.
GPA. Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, this kid's very active. I talk to him probably maybe 2-3 times a month. So he's definitely putting the work in and always asking for advice. I like the indicators as well, so we can see clearly what he's doing. 3.73 GPA. He's down there playing that big boy football in Texas. So he's definitely doing what he needs to do here.
Look, man,
2026 as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Look, you ain't gotta give it all to him, man. We try and keep it at like 2 minutes. But I love it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Love it. You are good to go. Let's pull up the next one though, man. Javonte Williams, 2026, Bullis High School in the DMV. Man, his high school surrounded by like Beverly Hills mansions. I like it. He plays tight end. He's an athlete, 6'4", 210. Let's see. What y'all know about this young man? Y'all know anything about this young man, Javonte Williams?
I do not. I see he runs track though too.
All
so
right.
that's a good thing.
You're half Colombian, bro. I think that was a Colombian flag in his bio.
He's in the chat. He'll let us know. Yeah, I would expect this school to have good camera angles. They got like a full film crew, nice LED screen on campus. I rode by the practice field, thought it was the actual varsity field. Sat there, try to figure out where everybody was, realized there's a whole nother field that's even nicer just down the way. Pulled in the parking lot, I was feeling pretty good. Had a brand new like 2019 Chevy Malibu parking beside like a Bentley and a Rolls Royce, I was getting in where I fit in. Bullis High School in the Potomac. I love it. And I believe you were right on the flag, E.
Okay, getting
So
to the
he
second
like he
level
can
with
block.
All right, Toby, I'm gonna let Toby go first, and then I'm gonna let E fill in the gaps
Oh,
while we finish out this
uh,
film. Go ahead, fellas.
no, I was just saying I saw him get to the second level there with that block. I didn't see where he was on that first clip, but couple special teams plays.
Look, special teams matter. I love
Yep.
special teams. All right,
Yeah,
E.
so they got him. They have him playing a lot off the line, and they're utilizing him as a lead blocker quite a bit. He has really good size at 6'4", 210. That's the type of size where I would like to see more route running. I'd like to see him involved a little bit more in the pass game, but who knows? Maybe that's not something that he can control, depending on what it is they do offensively. But I would like to see him stretch the seams a little bit. I'd like to see him be able to run across the middle. I'd like to see how his hands are. Those are just some of the things that I would take away that weren't necessarily in those first couple plays. So if he has them, I will put him on there. But if not, then hey, you got to work with what you got.
Good deal. Hey, just real quick, Ethan, man, I appreciate you taking that advice. Even if they can't zoom in, with those really far out, shots, might not be a bad idea if you got a family or friend that's going to be at the game. If they got a newer smartphone, man, tell them to whip it out and just try to get some game clips of you. I can almost assure you that from the bleachers will probably be a better angle than what we just got to witness. From what the school's providing. So, if you can't make it happen, just work with what you got, my man. But that's Javonte Williams, 26. Let's get to the next. Toby, how you feeling, man? We running the gauntlet on you yet?
No, we're good.
All right, let's go. So we're gonna get to Antonio Armstrong. He is
Oh yeah,
6'2", 215, 3.1 GPA, 2025, Kings Mountain High School out of North Carolina. Look, he's so eager, man. He just keeps sending the film, sending the film, sending the film. We're gonna watch the film. First 3 games right here. Antonio Armstrong. And E was
man.
already was
It's
like,
this,
oh yes. So tell us about him, man. What you know?
So this kid is a beast. We watched him last year for the first time. He's a versatile player. They'll put him out on the edge. They'll play him off the ball. I think he's going to play predominantly off the ball at the next level. But he can run with people, like as you see here. Yeah, it's a pass breakup. Obviously you want to see him stay in phase a little bit better, but he's just all over the field, man. He runs sideline to sideline. He takes on lead blockers. He's physical. He can blitz. He can cover. As you can see there, he blitzed. He get home to the quarterback. And this was a kid I was really high on. I was really happy to see his recruiting pick up a little bit over the summer. Um, and this is a kid that I was really excited when we first saw his film for the first time. Like that play right there that we just saw him running and tracking down the running back. I thought that was an outstanding play. Same thing with that one. I mean, this is what a Division I kid looks like right here.
Look, I mean, he's definitely grown from what we've seen last year, and last year was pretty impressive already. And then, like you said, his recruiting picked up a little. Hopefully, it picks up even more because he's already off to a great start. The film's already built out very solid for the first 3-4 games that he gave us. Toby, man, what are you seeing? What are you liking? Maybe what aren't you liking? What opportunity do you see? Talk to me.
I love this film. I love to see one of the first clips down the field in coverage on the sideline, and then being able to tackle out in the flat open field. When he came through the edge there, man. He had a quick step there, and nobody was stopping him even up through the middle. So, what did you say? He's 6'2", 215. What's his size?
I can't pull it up while I got his
Yeah.
film, but yeah,
He,
roughly.
yeah. He's about 6'2", 6'1.5", about 215, 210. He's in that range.
Yeah, and he could chase down a guy. So I mean, I love it. I love this film. I don't know Antonio, but I'm sure Zach gonna start following him now.
Look,
Yeah,
that's first three
he's in North
games.
Carolina.
Yes, sir. Here, I'll pull up the bio again for you. Right there.
Okay, yeah.
And look, and just to call out a couple of things, Twitter bio, spot on, has all the information that he needs. And my guy's following 3.9 thousand people. So just shy of 4K. He's got a solid following back. He's networking. He's doing all the things he can do that he can control. So shout out to Antonio for continuing to build on what he built on last year. And I'm excited to see what the rest of the season looks like.
Man, his bio better be spot on. He's been rocking with us for a year now.
So let's get to a kid that maybe you don't know. I know him pretty well. This is Mr. Marcus LaRue Jr., 2025, Portland High School here in Fredericksburg. 5'10", 225, running back, linebacker, defensive tackle, plays a little of this, little of that. Either or, this guy is a guy. He is an absolute baller. I got to witness him in person outside of a camp at King George last year. And honestly, man, I went into that game thinking Cortland didn't have much of a shot. And this young man definitely held his own, put up some numbers, and gave King George definitely a run for their money last year. So it was a lot of fun to watch. And then now, being able to see him continue to grow and develop, it's that much more special. So that's what I got. What y'all got? Blue turf and all, Cortland High School.
He looks like he's gotten faster since last year.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that statement.
Is he still 225? Because if he's running like that at 225, I mean, sheesh.
Now to say that's his updated bio.
Yeah, I don't want to see that guy coming through the gap at me. I mean, he's good size and got some speed on him there.
Yeah, and he definitely puts the body on him. I mean, I watched him. I mean, he was hitting that Saquon Barkley minus third down when the game was on the line. Minus that play, he was hitting the Saquon Barkley lowering the shoulders, laying the boom.
So I saw like 3-4 inside run. Yeah, have you seen him? Receive anything out of the backfield since you've known him, or Spot or Rob? Have you seen him be able to catch the ball out in space, or is he pretty much inside run?
A lot of it's inside run, from what I remember. I don't remember a whole lot of passing or receiving out of the backfield.
Or pass block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a guy like this is predominantly going to be a power runner, inside zone, but pass protection would go a long way in his film. The one thing that I will say for him, though, while versatility is good, being a tweener is kind of difficult. And at his size, if he's really 5'10", 225, that's a little bit of a tricky spot for him to be in, because a lot of coaches are going to be looking for a certain type of guy, whether it be a defensive lineman or a running back at that size. And I just think he needs to either, drop some of that weight so that he can continue to work on that explosiveness, or, maybe try to work out at linebacker a little bit. But no, that's what I've got for him. He definitely looks like he's improved from last year, but definitely don't sleep on any opportunity that comes your way, Marcus, because right now a lot of these spots are starting to fill up, and these roster spots, they're going pretty quick. So with you being a 25, I would just say, take whatever comes to you.
I like it. So let's pull up Damian Sims Jr. Oh, let me pull it down. There he is.
Oh.
All right. 4.1 GPA, DB, wide receiver, Friendship Collegiate Academy, class of 25 out of the DMV. Let's see. You familiar, E?
I am familiar. This is one of Coach Sellis's guys. So
let's go. Shout out to Coach Sellis in Johnson Middle School, doing big things. Let's see.
Very rarely do I have a kid that comes across my film and I'm like, how in the heck did he make that play? And Celis called me and he told me like, yeah, we watch film together, and he knows exactly what the opposing team is going to do before they do it. So he just makes plays. Like you'll watch him pick off a screen, a running back screen, when he's playing off the ball, like from the corner spot. So I mean, this kid is he's the real deal, and he has a 4.1 GPA. Really smart kid, really cerebral kid. So if that's the type of guy you're looking for, this is one right here.
And you, how's his recruiting right now? While we're looking at some, do you know?
It's been slow moving. I know Celis has been trying to work some Division II schools, but for right now, I know that it hasn't been where it should be.
Fair enough. What you seeing, Toby?
Well, I can tell he watches film because he's anticipating everything. Um, good plays down in the red zone. He plays wide receiver as well. Was that a clip of him playing wide receiver earlier?
Yep, wide
Yeah,
receiver and DB. Yep.
Oh, is this the one on the screen? Yeah, he came downhill quick. You can tell he watches film. He's definitely prepared every week.
So this
yeah, he's
is
got really really good ball skills too.
so that's Damian Sims, man, out of the DMV. Strong praise with a strong GPA. Anything he could change with the film? Anything he could add? Maybe take out?
What's his size here? I didn't see that in the profile.
That typically means they're about 5'2". No, I'm just kidding. His size is
Damien's
not there.
yeah, he's got a lighter frame. He's probably about 5'10". Maybe I don't want to speculate on his weight, but I know he's got a lighter frame.
Fair
Well,
enough.
he still came downhill into the flat and wrecked that bubble. So he probably plays much bigger than his frame.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the next one. Let's get to DJ Strother. Hopefully, I didn't mess that last name up. Tulsa Union High School, GPA of 396. Let's see, 6', 217, inside linebacker out of Oklahoma. Here is the first three games. Oklahoma. Let's see what that talent looks like.
You got some smart kids on here today.
Look, man, I like them Princeton GPAs.
I mean, I think the
Academics will take
lowest
you real far. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I think the lowest GPA we've had on here today is like a 3.7.
Right? I like it. So for those that may have just joined or joined recently, let's do a couple of things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, support the brand that supports you. Make sure you follow the panel, follow my guy, Coach E, Coach Toby Lux. Make sure you check them out on Twitter. And then also, if you have not DM'd your film, make sure you DM your film on Twitter to spotlight39_POD. I'll put it in the chat just in case you need it. But that's where you're going to need to DM your film on Twitter so I can pull it up and we can watch it for a time check. Let's see. We've been doing this thing for right about 30 minutes, give or take. So we still got another 20-30 minutes to watch some more films. So make sure you send that in the DMs on Twitter. So while I'm finished talking, what are y'all seeing, fellas?
Sheesh. Well, he does a good job of playing his run fits. He does a good job of scraping and avoiding blockers working to the second level. One thing I will say is that sometimes he will overcommit just a little bit. The traditional zone blocking scheme, those blockers are trying to push the interior lineman, and one guy's trying to come off and work to the backer. What I'm seeing it from him a little bit, sometimes he'll move a little bit outside. I don't know if that's by design or if that's just what he's doing. But I saw him, he took on a lead block very nicely. I would like to see some pass coverage. Can you cover some backs out of the backfield? Can you maybe, work man coverage against the tight end? But, the film is solid, real solid.
That's some high praise coming from E. What you got, Toby?
Yeah, that's I don't want to repeat anything you just said there. I would like to see more pass coverage there, a little bit more pursuit, and see what he's able to do. I don't know what his speed looks like from some of those clips. So I'd like to see a few plays that can show off that speed a little bit. Um, good. I love the quality of the film there and good indicators, which we don't always see. So that's helpful as well. 3.96. Okay.
What class is he?
Yeah.
Rob, can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's my fault. I muted myself. I was looking for his class, but it's senior year. He doesn't have it in his bio, but it is his senior year based on this post.
Okay, so he's a 25.
Yep. So that's what we got. Let's get to the next. We got some new dudes in here. We got Kentucky in the building.
Wow.
We got Jeffrey Council, the third, class of 26. Let's see. Offensive tackle, 6'2", 290. We better see some pancakes, man. I want all the syrup. I want all the breakfast. What y'all think we're going to see, fellas? Y'all excited? I like watching O-linemen, especially if they mobile.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just want to see how he moves at 6'2", 290. Okay, that's not a bad start.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Man, listen, Pancake Nick is the standard.
Look, I was waiting for a time to plug our boy Pancake Nick. Hopefully he is doing well. Last we checked, I think he was committed and playing at Butler University. But that dude had some of the most enjoyable offensive lineman film that we've watched to date. Doing this thing 4 seasons. Pancake Nick, shout out to you. That dude rocked with us for like 3 seasons, every single week. Never missed a beat. Whether we watched this film or he just jumped on and was networking, it was awesome. Pancake Nick doing real big things, man. That dude went from like 100 followers to like 700-800 followers, no offers, no interest, and then he ended up getting a Butler and I think like a Louisiana Monroe offer, and ended up going to Butler, man. So shout out to Pancake Nick. What are y'all seeing on this film though?
Unless I'm I can't. It's a little blurry, so I mean maybe I might be missing something. I don't think this kid is 290. I mean he is running. He is legit running in the open field. If you're 6'2", 290 in high school, I mean you're not just doing what this kid is doing.
Look, man, don't knock it. This dude's mobile. He's rolling.
He can move. One critique, I would like to see him get off the ball a little quicker in his kick step and pass pro. But other than that, he can down block. He can work up to the second level. He's mobile. I can't see his hand placement too well, so I can't really see much if he's getting inside the pads or if he's outside. But I mean, the film looks really good. I'm curious to know if he's legit 290 because a kid 6'2", 290 in high school should not be able to move like this kid is moving.
Man, can we get a confirmation? Let us know in the chat. Are you really 290? Let us know. Toby, what you got?
Yeah, I think it was like that third clip or so where that he went maybe 20 yards downfield, still sprinting.
Look at this.
It was off towards the boundary on the right side there. So he could definitely move. I like the variation as well in the film. So that's helpful. I can't see his hand placement either. It is a little blurry, but the dude can move. He likes to play to the whistle. He looks for work, which I always love. So yeah, this guy's tough. Where's he at again? Well, I'll wait for the profile to come back.
I think it's Kentucky, right?
You say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, I like the variation of his film too.
Look at him.
So it looks like on that last play, his hands are on the outside, from what I can see. I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like his hands were outside. Yeah, so you want to get those hands inside the shoulder pads. And also there was one play we went by where you kind of grabbed a guy, turned and threw him. So general rule for any offensive lineman watching, any play where you have the guy and you turn and throw, you don't want that on your film because that's holding. Whether or not you get away with it in the game, most officials are not going to let you get away with that at the next level. So anything where you have the guy, you're turning your body and throwing him to the ground, you want to get that up off your film in general, as a general rule of thumb for offensive linemen.
Yep. And then just real quick on the bio, very clean. He has everything we need. So we're solid there. The downside is we gotta be more active, man. You gotta start following grad assistants, anybody and everybody within that, that program that you're interested in, that you want them to be interested in you. Get the Twitter following up. But outside of that, the film's solid. You move for a big dude. He let's see, yeah, that's my son, 292 to be exact.
Yeah, and Jeffrey, hit me up, and because I'd like to help push your information out a little bit more too.
I love it, man. That's what it's all about. So Jeffrey out of Kentucky, man, doing real big things, enjoying the film, but it's not going to stop there. Let's get to Ari Reed. Ari Reed is out of Rustburg High School in Virginia. Where the hell is that at?
That's a great question because I don't even know.
Is it near Hurt, Virginia? Is Rustburg near Hurt? I'm just curious. That's an inside joke. Don't take offense. I'm really honestly curious where Rustburg High School is because I've never heard it. I'm in Fredericksburg myself. But anywho, he's 6'1", 200 pounds, linebacker, running back, 3.5 GPA. So we got another smart one. Class of 26. Again, Rustburg High School. They got a fly field and some fly unis. So let's see what Rustburg's got to offer on the film, though.
Hey, his coach's number started with 540, so it very well could be near Hurt, Virginia.
Let's go. Yeah, I definitely need confirmation where that's located. What are you near in the chat? Like, what's your nearest city?
Or just let us know if you're near Hurt, Virginia.
Yeah, or if you're in Hurt, look. I'm coming. I'll come to Rustburg for a game.
No, you won't. You gonna go back if it's near Hurt, Virginia? You're gonna go back for a game?
No, look. There was nothing. I promise, nothing that was active and alive in Hurt, Virginia.
Man, when he triggers, he goes though. He could play. Okay. You said lockdown. Let's see the coverage. Okay. All right.
I ain't mad at that.
He's got some solid tape, and he's got good size if he's 6'1", 200 pounds. The one thing that could hurt him though.
Don't say hurt.
No pun intended. Yeah, no pun intended. That's an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. But one thing that could potentially hurt his recruiting is the level of competition, because I have no idea, no disrespect, where Rustburg, Virginia is. So that's why it's going to be important for him to try and get out on some camp series. If what was he at 26? I think
26.
26. Yep. 26. Yeah, he's going to have to hit the camp circuit hard this upcoming summer, and really try to get some exposure and get his name out there, because I don't know who they're playing against in Rustburg, Virginia, but
yeah, I've been trying to
let me know.
I've been trying to see a team that is recognizable, but I've got nothing, man. I'm really curious where Rustburg is, man. I need him to let us know like ASAP in the comments, because I'm confused. Anyway, Toby, man, you've been taking it all in. Meanwhile, Toby's took time. He's Google mapped it. He's figured it out. Where is it at? No, I'm just kidding.
No, didn't do that. But the one thing that jumps out at me is I watched this kid a lot actually last year, and the what jumps out at me on this film is his size difference. I think he was at about 180 to 185 last year, and he put on 15 solid pounds at least to get to 200, and I could see the difference on his film because I did watch it closely last year. So that's what jumps out at me is just the size difference in him, and he's definitely playing hard. I believe he does have a couple offers as well, but because I do talk to this kid often as well. But that's what jumps out at on the film. But level of competition matters. I've heard that all day today.
So do me a favor. while I'm scrolling, I'm about to scroll through his Twitter feed is because I'm curious how the recruiting is for Rustburg. I need you to Google it for me and give me a confirmation on where it's located. I just really want to know where. Hold on. Nope, I ain't got. I thought somebody responded. No, all right, never mind. Just kidding. I was checking
Hey,
the
but
the chat.
I do think I saw some. I saw a play on that first run where he was a running back. I think that was slow mo, unless I was seeing things
Nope,
wrong.
I was look. Slow mo's a no go. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
get that off of there. Get that off of there. But I would move. What I would do, I would move some of that running back stuff up because he does have a good jump cut,
Yeah,
even
that
as
jump
a
cut was
running back.
nice. That slow mo
Yeah,
made it look
yeah.
real nice.
Listen, linebacker coaches want guys that play running back. Like I have talked to like Coach Thigpen at UNC. He loves linebackers that play running back.
Yep.
Not necessarily saying that this is a UNC guy, but I'm just using that as an example. Um, but yeah, I would move some of the running back stuff up. But I thought the film was good. Just hit the camp series hard this upcoming summer. Make sure you're camping with a purpose. Go to the right schools. And I think this kid will be all right. I think he can definitely play.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just seeing if I could find anything that would give me a hint to where this might be. But
Hey,
nonetheless,
I'm gonna
man,
look it up
let's.
right now.
He said, "Look, Rustburg is near Lynchburg. I know where Lynchburg is. Look, there it is. It's near Lynchburg. I'm with it.
Okay,
I just
yeah, yeah.
ain't never heard of no Rustburg, but I ain't got no problem with Lynchburg. We got Liberty out there. Let's get to the next one though, man. We're gonna stay in Virginia for a minute. I gotta throw some love to my guy, Mr.
Oh,
Video Game Number, season opening, doing real big things, man. Crazy excited for this young man and the work that he's put in this year. This is Gabe Dombeck out of Brook Point High School, Stafford, Virginia. 2025 QB1, 6', 175 with a 3.9. Get me in that Ivy League status, GPA. Coach Hayes doing real big things with him. If you can't tell me, I got a lot of love for
Dog.
Brook Point, man. But this dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for him. Let's check out the film. What did you send me, Mr. Gabe? 3-game.
Hey, he's a
Bang.
dog, man.
Let's get it. Let me see if I can find me another cable. I feel like my keyboard's about to die.
You talk about a kid with confidence. By the way, Rustburg about 15 miles away from Hurt, down 29.
Yeah, it is. Let's go. Hurt, Virginia. Look, that was the strangest, most uncomfortable 2 hour off the beaten path trip to Blacksburg that I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, now Gabe, but listen, all serious, he's a fantastic football player. I mean, I saw him firsthand. He can make every throw. He's mobile enough to be able to pick up first downs. And then, just what you want from the quarterback position with confidence. I mean, this dude, I mean, he walks in like he's the man everywhere he goes. He does not care.
No,
He does not care.
he walks in. He says, "I'm the best. I'm gonna show you I'm the best." And now he started the season off. He's healthy. He has no small, lingering, tedious little injuries, and the young man is putting up video game like numbers. And I'm talking like college NCAA football numbers, not even Madden numbers. Like they're better than Madden numbers to start the season. This dude is doing his thing, man. So shout out to Gabe. Shout out to the off season hard work. Shout out to Coach Dex out there doing the cryotherapy on him, keeping him recovered and all that fun stuff. I see Coach Lux out there. He's loving that. I had to throw a little plug to my guy. Dex out there doing big things with the cryo.
Man, and I know he trains with a little bit with Coach Trujillo. You can tell because his mechanics are spot on. I mean, he's driving the ball. He's using his whole body. His back leg is turned. His heel is turning away. His forearm is not getting too far out. It's not getting away from his body, and he's driving it like right there. Right on the money on the slant route. His receivers are catching everything in stride for the most part. So that's what I got with Gabe. Honestly, I think this kid he's a baller.
Yeah, man. Don't just shake your head. Give me some tidbits. What
I
do we got
I
for
mean,
Dom back? Don't be all nice
it's
though. We
hard
got to
to
give him something he can work on.
it's
We got to give him something
it's
to take
hard
back to the
to
lab. Otherwise, I'm gonna text Pops and be like, "Look, we got to find something he's got to work on. He's looking too sharp this year." No, I'm excited for this young man. I think he's got a he's. I think he currently holds an offer from Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully that recruiting changes because this young man can play ball. He's definitely very deserving of an opportunity at the next level, especially if he can stay healthy and continue to play like he's playing, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, he makes every throw. Very confident. I have a conversation about this young man every week um, when they come do some cryotherapy over here. So I definitely hear a lot about him. But big time numbers, makes every throw. He can run, but his confidence is through the roof, and you could see it in his film. It just jumps out at you. So it's hard to nitpick anything there. I mean, he's just solid. 325 yards, 6 TDs, and that went. I mean, come on.
Video game. But that's Gabe, man. Stafford, Virginia, Brook Point. Congratulations on a
Hey,
great start.
if he really wants a big time critique, and I do not expect many high school quarterbacks to be able to do this, 8 to 10 yard throw outside the numbers to the field. I don't expect very many high school quarterbacks to be able to do that. But if you can do that, you're an elite guy in some special company.
All right. So let's see what you got, man. But let's get to Brandon Griffith, OG, offensive guard, class of 26, Apollo High School, Kentucky. We going back. We got another Kentucky.
Oh,
Let me find out. We got more Kentucky in the building. I like it. Did I say how big was he? Did I get to that part? Uh-oh. We ain't got no height or weight.
scroll up.
We ain't got no height or weight in it.
Huh.
No height or weight. We're gonna take it.
He's
Let's see what
offensive
we
line.
got. Offensive line. First 4 game sample size.
All right, I need that indicator pre-snap.
Yep.
Most definitely. And
Yeah,
while
like-
we're checking out the film, just a couple of reminders. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you follow the panel, Coach Toby Lux, Coach E, and then also if you've had your film reviewed, by all means feel free to go on and screen record it, post it, tag us. We will definitely share it and continue to help you out. And we do this thing every single Tuesday for the rest of the season. Typically through the better part of November. Once we get closer to holidays, we might, take a week or two off. But nonetheless, we do this thing pretty much each and every week for the next couple of months. So make sure you continue to build your film, continue to come back, rock with us, network with other student athletes that are tapped in each and every week. Look, next week we have some more fun film, man. We're gonna have a couple of playmakers that we've featured on here. Like I don't know, let's just call out a couple. We got Landon Duckworth, right? QB1. We're gonna show you his film. We're gonna talk about 4-star wide receiver Dizier Carter, 5-star running back Savion Hyder. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna play their film next week, man. It's just a lot of fun because those are some dudes that came on here, rock with us since the beginning. We've watched them grow and develop, and now they're nationally ranked, nationally known, doing real big things. So look forward to everybody coming back next Tuesday. Anywho, what do we got from this film? I'm tired of talking.
So I'm assuming he's the right guard. Some of these indicators have been a little off. Like it's hard for me to see. Like for offensive linemen, here's another rule of thumb: if you have the back view, like the end zone angle for you guys, that's a much better angle to use on your film. If not, do not use the circle indicator because you're going to end up highlighting half the offensive line, and we have no idea which one you are. But as far as this film, I want to see him, anchor his base a little bit better. Like on that play was a lot better, but there's some plays where I saw him giving up a little bit of ground. I like to see a little bit more variety. Again, don't really know if that's on him, but I want to see if he can pull. I want to see if he can, down block a little bit. But in terms of his film, I don't think it's bad film necessarily, but it's kind of hard to see where he's at. So I would just, fix up the indicators a little bit, or if you have the back end zone view for offensive line, I would use that one instead.
And to confirm one size, he said he is 5'11", 250.
Yeah. And your first comment, I need to see the indicator early. I need to see how, right at the snap, some of these plays are halfway through before I see the indicator. And I don't, coaches aren't going to rewind and go back. They're, it's you get one chance. So if you can fix that up, that may be more helpful too.
Good deal.
Yeah,
So, fellas,
he needs to get stronger too.
hey, can I get a time check? It looks like we've been doing this for about 55 minutes, but what's the time?
8:54. Yep.
8:54. Good deal. So we still got a little bit of time. Let's get to Julian Hughes. Julian Hughes out of South Carolina. Let's see. There he is. Julian Hughes, 2026 safety. These new abbreviations are throwing me off, but he's 5'10", 175. He's probably got the highest of the day. 4.7 GPA. Heathwood Hall, South
Sheesh.
Carolina, DB, running back, three-sport athlete, doing all the things, running a 4.65 40. Not sure if I'd put that there, personally. How do y'all feel about that? Let's get to the film. He's
I
following
mean, it
5,000
depends.
people. So
It depends on where he's at. Like if we watch his film, 4.65 is not going to be bad for if he's a D2 guy, um, or if he's playing in one of those lower levels D3. That's not horrible to add. That's not a horrible 40 time. But if his aim is like more Division I FCS, that's something he might want to take off of there. But let's see how the film looks.
and for what it's worth, it's good quality, so I like that. So we'll watch this one, and then we'll get to one more for the week. Then we'll close this thing out. But don't be discouraged if we can get to it. We do this thing every Tuesday, and every so often we'll give you a little special edition 2 hour, you know, episode. So that way we can get some more. But to start the season, we're going to continue to rock with an hour. We're going to try to stay true to time. So we'll get to one more after this. Fellas, what are we seeing? I'm going to close it out after that play right there so we can get to somebody else. But what do we got for Julian Hughes out of South Carolina?
Coach, you want to take this one first?
Well,
He
I
is
mean, the
following
one thing that
5,000
jumps out
people.
at me is he likes to come downhill. I think he's probably got 5 to 10 tackles for loss, so they're definitely bringing him up to the line a lot. I want to see more, in the passing game, just because I know this kid. I pay attention to him a lot. Just looking through some things, I want to look closer because some things just aren't adding up there. I need to see more. I need to see more of the film. Probably.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. And this is constructive feedback for everyone out there. Understanding the difference between a highlight and a routine play. A lot of those plays looked like plays that you're supposed to make as a safety. You're supposed to be the last line of defense, making that tackle on the running back 5-6 yards downfield. You're supposed to make that last tackle. I just didn't see necessarily anything that wowed me, that jumped out. I saw a lot of routine plays, but Coach Lux alluded to it a little bit. Maybe there's something off, something that I'm missing because I don't know this kid. But that's my constructive feedback. That's not me saying that you can't play. It's just me saying that, hey, I need to see more because from what I saw from that sample size, that's gonna be hard pressed to catch a coach's attention. But that 4.7 was he the 4.7 kid?
4.7, yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely catch a coach's attention though.
Yeah, most definitely. Academics is key. Be the student before the athlete. So let's get to the last one for the night. Livingstone Jenkins. Hopefully I ain't mess up the name. Let's get the Twitter following up. Class of 25, especially, you want to focus more on Twitter. He's 5'11", 195, DN, running back, athlete, out of Georgia. So let's see what we got here. That's junior season. Nah, man, I need some updated film. So let's see. We'll get to somebody in here. O'Shea. Look, how do you say that name, E?
I think so, Shay.
All right, cool. I ain't mess it up. Running back, linebacker, athlete, Masters Academy out of Florida, class 26, 6', 205. Let's see what we got. Last one for the night, fellas. Last one. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, man. Give this video a thumbs up, even if it sucks. Help YouTube push this thing so we can continue to help as many student athletes as we possibly can each and every week. Comment. YouTube loves when you comment, so make sure you do that. Screen record your segment in the event that we reviewed your film. Post it on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you feel, wherever you think you're going to get some views. Throw it out there, tag us, we'll repost it, we'll continue to help. We'll do this thing each and every Tuesday. Sometimes we'll have the same panel, sometimes they'll fluctuate. Coach McCann will be back with us next week. We might have, Coach Lux on next week. He might be on in a couple of weeks, who knows? But that's the fun. We switch it up. What are y'all seeing from this film?
So he looks like he's got some solid speed on him. I like the fact that he's catching passes out of the backfield. He's running the wheel route. He looks like he can, make some guys miss in the backfield, make some guys miss in the open field. I would like to see the agility a little bit more. I don't know if it's just the film's a little choppy, but it's kind of hard for me to see the jump cut. He looks like he's got decent vision. I think the film's real solid. I don't know much about the kid. I don't know much about who he's playing against, but definitely some solid stuff.
Yeah. I see, 3-4 passes out of the backfield. Some of these runs, I mean, the holes were huge, so it's hard to see some of that, jump cut. Because I mean, you could drive a truck through some of these things, but he's got a little bit of speed here. I'd like to see a little bit of pass blocking in his film, but I do like the variation of run pass in there. See if he gets caught up here. Yeah. But I don't know him either, but it's a good little mix.
Yeah, and look, whatever that field is with the blue turf, like who decided to put a football field beside an interstate? Like they had cars going like 80 miles an hour as he's running 40 miles an hour. Crazy. But any closing remarks for O'Shea out of beautiful Orlando, Florida?
Hey man, buy your offensive lineman breakfast one day. Buy your O-line some breakfast or a meal one day.
I can dig it. So let's do this. Where Thursday night free high school football film review where we do that. That's D1, D2, D3. Whatever it is, that's what we want to help you out with. But we're going to keep it real. We're not going to just sugarcoat it and say you're absolutely a D1 guy. That's not what we're here to do, man. We want to help you get better in the right way. So shout out to everybody that participated, jumped on, rocked with us the entire show. Toby, man, I appreciate y'all. Any closing remarks for this week? Who stood out to you? Anything that you saw in a bunch of film that maybe, they should steer away from? Close it out. Give me some feedback.
I'll go first so you can listen to the man last there. I'll say, two people that stood out for me is Ari because of the weight he put on and that big lineman that could run downfield. I'd like to see more film on him. So if he could hit me up, anybody that was on here, definitely follow me, shoot me your film so I can look at it a little bit closer. And I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely, man. It was fun. What you got, E?
Man, we actually had some low-key dogs on here today. I love Kentucky Boy on the O-line. I thought that was probably the biggest thing that jumped out to me. Antonio looked fantastic, but his floor was already super high, so that wasn't too big of a shock to me. Damian looked really good. The corner Sellers boy looked really good, and Ari also looked really good as well. You got to stay away from Hurt, Virginia, Ari, if you're still in here. But
Yeah. Stay in
yeah, no,
Lynchburg. Don't go 15 miles east or whatever it was. The Hurt,
south,
Virginia, whatever it
southwest,
was. There's
southwest.
nothing in Hurt, Virginia. It's
Yeah,
completely Hurt. But anyway, man, again, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. We had a lot of love, from the local boys here in Fredericksburg, Northern Virginia, and then we had some Kentucky dudes, we had some South Carolina dudes, we had Florida in the building, we had Texas in the building. We doing real big things, man. That's what Spotlight 39 is all about. So again, I appreciate y'all. Till next time, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on Twitter because we got all kinds of new and improved content. So we appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Till next Tuesday. Thank you.